Who? Hi, Queens! This is your special program. Queens has to have a special program. They want their program on SD card instead of on DVD. And I don't know how to edit on SD card. Hey, Google? No, this Google.
Here's the top Google result.
She said, here's the top Google results. Google, would you give me a timer? Google, would you give me a timer? Google. Google hasn't been working well lately today. Google. Hey, Google. Timer. Timer.
For how long?
27 minutes.
Okay, 27 meters. Oh, starting.
Now. Do you think she did? Well, Queens is very important. First of all, it's very large. It's a huge cable television station. And it's very important. And you're very good looking. There are quite a few things to tell you. And you have quite a few things to tell us, right? First of all, let's talk about pronouns. What do you say we stop using first person singular? I, me, my, mine. No more. No, because I, me, my, mine is a separation from the universe, and that is not the way it goes. So first person plural is the one to use. We, ours, because we're all one together. We're all one, and we're all working for the universe. Make it greater, and keep it moving, and going and glowing. You, take you out. There is no you. There's just we. There is just us. There is just we. You can say universe, the universe. You could say you, the universe. No, I don't. How would you spell that? Y-O-U-N-I V-E-R-S-E, the universe. How we love its continuity, how we love its variety, its kaleidoscope, its colors, how we love the fun of living in it, how we love the fun of creating in it. There was an audio book that came down from New York State Audio Book Library, and the man named Jack Savage was saying that hammer, everything will be a hammer and nail, make something, constantly be making something. Well, you know, he's right, because we are some of the universe, and the way of the universe is to make something. We're always making something, always creating. Don't you think? And it's true. And if you're not doing that, if you're not creating, and if you're not making something, it nags at you. You remember Glendora on the David Letterman show? When she told David Letterman that he asked her, what is your recipe for happiness? And Glendora said, well, find the one thing in life that you can do better than anybody else and do it. Oh, he said, so you find, and then he got off onto a wrong track, and I said, no, find the one thing that you can do better than anybody else can do. You see, that's a restatement of it. That's another statement of it. You find the one thing that you can do better than anybody else can do, and you do it. And usually there is. We seem to all have something, one thing that we can do better than anybody else. Anyway, we were talking about pronouns. We first person, but no we, I mean we second, we first person plural, but no first person singular. Because that's selfishness, egotism, and me first. You know, it's amazing, folks, when you catch on to it and live your life for others and never for yourself. The riches that flow in, they just flow in from all over the place. There's no problems anymore. The answers just keep coming. And the wherewithal keeps coming. Now, we had to do 200 TV programs, and they have to be ready to be posted United States Mail on the 3rd week of January. And this started on the 1st week of December. Well, did you know what happened? Take 3 TV stations a day, start about 6:30 in the morning, and make 4 TV shows for each TV station. They're duplicates. And it just happened. The 200 TV shows are all done. They're sitting over there ready to be posted by United States Mail. That's one of our big blessings. United States Post Office, Postal Service. And then you know what else? You know what else happened? 260 vegan commercials to help the animals. They're done. When are they for, folks? Well, they started in the year 2018, that was last year, and they went through the year 2019, and there's only 2-3 days left of 2019. Tomorrow is December 30th. And they are also for 2020. And my eyesight should be better in 2020, right? 2020. And they are also for 2021, all the way through December. And they're all paid for, and they all cost about $53,000. And George Durnford in Portland, Oregon is making, oh, he just finished a batch of 13 tonight. He just finished them. He's going to send them to Glendora on DVD, and then he's going to send them to Channel 6, CBS. Also, and then he just has 5 more weeks to do, and he's lost track of a few of them, so we have to go back and pick those up and do them. 260 vegan commercials to help the animals. You think Google will keep the timer going? Did you see that ad in the New York Times? Evan, vegan Evan, offered Donald Trump $1 million if Donald Trump would go vegan for the month of January. Do you know if Donald Trump took the offer? It's $1 Million Vegan is the name of the non-for-profit. And Glendora asked the American Vegan Society who was putting up, did she know who was putting up the president is Freya, Dinshaw. Freya, do you know who is putting up the money? Yes. Who? They want to remain anonymous. What was the offer again? Donald Trump. $1 million to you to help the veterans any way you want. If you will go vegan the month of January. That, of course, would be 2020. And Freya said that she heard, how old is Evan? He's 9 years old. He's a vegan at 9 years old. And Freya heard him speak. You know, a movie came out called Compassion. And it showed that all the religions of the world, the key center was compassion. And so Evan, this 9-year-old vegan, president of $1 Million Vegan, spoke. And Freya said he knew what he was doing every second, that he was perfectly prepared. And his speech is that meat eating is the biggest cause to our climate control problem, because the land is cleared of trees where we get the carbon dioxide, right? And turned into pasture land. And it's also queer. You don't want your protein secondhand from an animal. You eat the protein. You eat the protein yourself. Now, Freya also told me that they made us an offer to the Pope. But the Pope declined. I would assume, wouldn't you, that the offer was, we'll give you $1 million to help the poor people if you will go vegan for the month of so-and-so. Why would it be turned down? Well, that's one great big huge thing that happened in veganism. The offer to Donald Trump. Another was what we just told you before, that we finished 260 vegan commercials to help the animals from 2018 to 2021. And we put them on the 6:30 p.m. news, where the talk is so ugly. not only is the content of the program, the news, ugly, but the commercials surrounding it are, well, push, 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 buy, 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 buy. So that's two big things. Another big thing is Bergen and Wolf have a vegan deli in Albany, New York, and it's so successful after 2-3 years, they opened one in Troy, New York, across the Hudson River. Another huge one, can you tell me? You know this one, I know. Burger King came out with a vegan Whopper, a vegan hamburger. It's so nice when you drop yourself and work for others. All the things that come to you, folks, all the riches. Are you going to your sanctuary the way you should? And are you listening to the right voice, the right information that comes from your soul? Are you saying over and over to yourself, when all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how did you treat others? How did you treat others? What's the Bible passage for today? Love the Lord your God with all your heart, strength. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and mind. And love your neighbor as yourself. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. Where does that come from? I think it's Matthew 27:32, I think. But it really comes from Deuteronomy. It's an early Hebrew guide. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and mind, and love your neighbors yourself. You can put it this way. Love helping others with all your heart, soul, and mind, and keep yourself out of it. It's great to feel that oneness with the universe. Let's count the blessings of the universe. We'll be here the rest of the millennium and then some. The universe, the vastness, the astronomical sizes, 25 light years, things like that. And then the tiny, 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 tiny. And we haven't got down to the tiniest. The operation, the precision. We knew a long time ago that the year 2020 was going to start Saturday night, December the 21st at 11:19 p.m. We knew that. And we know all the others. The precision. The perfection. The variety. It's a kaleidoscope. And you're fascinated watching it. The beauty of it. The fun we have in it. Remember the fun that we have. The oneness, the allness. It is everything there is, the allness, the oneness. We are one with it. a wholeness. WHOLENESS. What else? The colors, the seasons. Right now it's winter. Spring. Summer. We just finished with fall. Night and day. 24 hours. The spin of that earth. And they know exactly how many, well, it's actually 23 hours, so many minutes and so many seconds it takes the earth to spin. We round it off to 24. Night and day. Day is for building, making something, creating. What is night for? A sweet sleep after a productive day. And these are particularly nice days. The nights are so long, and it's time to catch up on everything, and to meditate, and to commune, and to enjoy it, and to take it all in. These long, long, long winter nights. So, we thought about the universe and some of its grandeur. Born. You were born. Your mom and dad, you were born. You're alive. You're healthy. Mom and dad gave you food, clothing, and a home. Took care of you for almost 20 years. You imagine that? You have freedom and independence. No catastrophes. No weather catastrophes. Hurricanes, tornadoes, blizzards. No. No assaults. No robberies. No accidents, no injuries, broken bones, no diseases. What'd you say? Yes. Yes. 91 years old, no doctors, no medicine, and vegan. 91 years old, no doctors, no medicine, and vegan. The universe, born, alive and healthy, food, clothing, and a home, freedom and independence, no catastrophes, finances, education. What's your education, Glendora? Grades 1 to 6. Junior high school. Senior high school. American International College, Springfield, Mass. University of California at Berkeley. State University of New York at Buffalo. Harvard Summer School. And the education proceeds with the great courses on DVD done by professors in universities. How the Earth works. The Higgs boson. Astrophysics. Genetics. Your careers, your jobs, your spouses. Why did we count blessings? Well, the particular practice right here is to count 40 blessings an hour, every hour of the day. Stop, count 40 blessings. Him? The minister said, the first one who speaks up gets to choose the first 3 hymns. And the old maid says, him, him, and him. I'll take him, him, and him. Did I tell you about the ad in the newspaper in the classified section? For sale, vase. Vase. V-A-S-E. By lady. Slightly cracked. For sale, umbrella. By lady with 2 broken ribs. Jesus calls us o'er the tumult of life's wild and restless sea. Day by day his sweet voice soundeth, saying, Christian, follow me. Now you can say, helping others calls us, or the tumult. What is the tumult? Selfishness. Egotism, me first. There's no tumult when you live to help others. Life. Jesus calls us o'er the tumult of life's wild and restless sea. None of that when you live for others. Day by day his sweet voice sounded, saying, Christian, follow what? Helping others. Words. Do you know what acquiesce means? It means to consent tacitly, or passively, but without agreement or compliance. Do you know what an acolyte is? That's a helper. Do you know what acquisitive is? Greedy, grasping, the very thing you don't, the very thing we don't want to be. Accommodate, nice word. To furnish what is needed. Wanted, comfortable, convenient. Acknowledge, to own, to a compelling obligation. Thanks, Google. What a sweet little Google you are. She has told me many things. We aim to please. Glad you're satisfied. I have a whole 4 or 5 pages of Googleism. Thank you, Google. Well, Queens, it has to be on an SD card and it has to be 28 minutes and 30 seconds. There's a whole lot more to tell you. I know what we could do. We could just say goodbye now and wait a few seconds and start another one. And that could be for next week, Queens. Well, may you be blameless and harmless as a child of God, without blemish, that you stop this wicked and perverse cruelty to animals, that you shine your light upon the world.